Hello, and welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. We do have the information on Super Saiyan 3 Goku and HIRUDEGARN. I will say Super Saiyan 3 Goku's animations are kind of bad. Like, they managed to mess up the Dragon Fist, which is insane to me, but we're gonna just ignore that for now and talk about the actual units themselves. Let's go ahead and take a look at them here. So Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He has Movie Heroes for final trump card, Key +3, HP attacking defense 170, plus an additional 30% for characters who also belong to the Super Saiyan 3 or Kamehameha category. For context, this is what that looks like. There is a couple of solid options on here, but it really starts to fall off. Like, you can get good use out of, like, basically this top row, except for this guy, and then these three, and then God Goku, and then Kid Goku, and that's pretty much it. Like, you have a couple other options in here that are, like, genuinely just not runnable anymore, so I just don't think that this category really has a whole lot here. Plus, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, if you're gonna run Blue Vegito, you kind of have to run the tech one, and it's just gonna get weird. I think a very good way, though, is pairing up Super Saiyan 3 Goku with these guys. These guys will be very, very good on this team, I think, because they're just very, very strong. And Movie Hero, Super Saiyan 3, he's going to be able to proc this part. So, not a great leader skill, but definitely not like the worst leader skill ever. Super attack, greatly raise attack for 1 turn, greatly raise defense for 1 turn, and causes immense damage. Not bad at all. That's 50% attack, 30% defense. We take those. All right, passive, Key +3, attack and defense 200%. Medium chance to perform a crit, high chance to evade, so that's 30% chance to crit, 50% chance to dodge. Gain an additional attack and defense 150% when performing a super attack. Gain an additional attack and defense 150% and chance to perform a critical hit and chance to evade enemies' attacks plus 20% as the second or third attacker in the turn. Again, that is a very, very good. That basically bumps him up to 70% chance to dodge in the middle slot. Oh, and 50% chance to crit, so, pretty good as well. He gains an additional attack plus 150% and performs a critical hit when his HP is 59% or less. And then he has a great chance to nullify unarmed super attacks aimed at the character. For context, that's any of the ones that have, like, the fist icon on the super attack, which is, like, whatever. And there's not a whole lot of those. Do any of the... Zamasu's is. Fusion Zamasu. The STR Fusion Zamasu, I believe his is unarmed super attack. Because it starts with the punch. Standby, so Super Saiyan 3 is actually a standby skill. Able to be used when HP is 70% or less after 3 turns have elapsed from the start of battle, or after 6 turns have elapsed from the start of battle. So not a terrible condition at all. You enter into standby mode for 5 turns. His links, Golden Warrior, Sand Warrior Race, Super Saiyan Kamehameha over in a flash, Limit Breaking Form, Fierce Battle. So not a bad link set at all. All the typical Goku categories, there's nothing like unique there at all. Dragon Fist. Massively raises attack temporarily and nullifies the enemy's super attack and counters with intense power. Performs a critical hit. So guaranteed crit, super massive bomb of damage, basically. But, so this is actually a different type of standby skill. This is basically a dodge super attack. So essentially what he does is, he's unable to attack unless when the finish attack is performed. He gets attack and defense 333% at the start of turn, an additional attack plus 159% for the first turn from first appearance. He gets a 70% chance to dodge. He gets an additional chance to evade enemy attacks by 20% when HP is 59% or below. And remember, you can do this when you're below 70% HP, so getting below that is probably not going to be that crazy to get. He reveals the location of the enemy super attack during the character's attacking turn, which is good. He's just pretty much as a scouter. And then he gives all allies 3 key 59% attack and defense, or 59% defense, which we already know how strong that is from other characters like Vegeta and the Goku, the 23rd Ultimate Goku. And then he gets an additional attack plus 333% and evades enemy's attack during the turn where finish is activated. So essentially, once you proc this, he is he's just ripping it, and then after he rips the thing, if they don't die, he gets 100% chance to dodge, which is nice. We definitely take those. I don't know if he's like, if this is just gonna be like a one-time thing where if it goes off on the first turn he'll just revert back or not. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. My assumption with the way this last part is worded, that he will be able to still be in Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist mode. So I don't know really, but we'll just have to wait for it to comes out. But that is pretty good. One big thing about this, since this is an active skill scouter, you can basically do the same thing that people did with Vegito. You know, Super Vegito, the STR one, where they would transform, see where the super attack is, and if you don't need to worry about it, then you would just close the app, reopen it, and then you could save it for the next turn, put whoever is strong in front of that super attack, because it's going to be the same. So there's definitely a lot of tech to this guy, plus the fact that he has 70% chance to dodge, and then an additional that goes up to 100% chance to dodge. It's pretty good. Like, he is mainly a dodging character. The only problem is he is a slot like 2 and 3 character, so which is a problem for these guys, the Super Saiyan trio, because they are also a slot 2 and 3 characters. So you're going to want to have a slot 1 unit, which I guess in this case is probably either going to be like God Goku or Bird Goku, right? This team has a lot of options. I think optimally, how you're going to probably want to build this team is Bird Goku, these guys, the blue fusions, God Goku, and then one of the blue fusions, and then your leader, right? I think that's probably what you're going to want to do. And then rotations, probably, I would say Bird Goku with a Super Saiyan trio, and then God Goku and the blue Vegito. I think that's probably going to work out the best. You could also technically do rotation of these two, version Z Goku, or not version Z Goku, Kai Goku, and then Beast Gohan. That could work. You could also do Kid Gohan, or Kid Goku and Beast Gohan. That will work as well, because they share very good links together, and it'll make him a lot tankier. So there's definitely options that you can run with this, plus I think Kid Goku is still pretty good, so you can definitely make use out of him here. But yeah, that's pretty much all for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He's very strong. Definitely probably better than all the other Dokkan Meteors, I think, like safely. Except for one other one, which is Int Hirudegarn, who goes in the first form and then he transforms into like Super Hirudegarn. Anyway, let's open this up here and take a look. His leader skill is movie bosses or resurrected warrior category, key plus 3 HP, taking is 170, plus an additional 30% for characters who belong to legendary resistance or transformation boost. This is the category. It's not great. It's really not great. Even though I would like this Bojack to be able to be used on here, he wants space traveling warriors, and unfortunately characters like Golden Frieza are not on there, so you're not going to be able to run that. If the Janimbas were a little bit better, this team would be pretty good. I expect Tech Janimba and AGL Paikondo easy at some point. But besides that, you pretty much just have a bunch of characters that are kind of just old, don't really work too well anymore. You can make use of the Golden Frieza, is cooler, can still be useful. I think Physical Janimba is definitely still runnable, especially considering how many int enemies there are. I don't know how much use you're going to get out of either of the Bojacks. Again, they both want space traveling warriors, right? Yeah. So, you know, it's going to get a little complicated. I do think you could definitely get use out of maybe Kid Buu, potentially Kid Buu. Hearts and like Golden Middle Cooler, probably not. Beerus, maybe, but like this is like a big bad boss team, and you want to be running big bad bosses. So there's not really a whole lot here that you're going to actually be able to utilize, but you know, it is what it is. His super attack stacks defense, and that's pretty much it. Very solid. We take those. He gets an entrance animation upon the first attacking turn. All right, let me zoom out a little bit, just a tad. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. So he plays the entrance animation upon his first attacking turn. No conditions at all. For his entrance animation, that gives him key plus 3, attacking demons 100%, and a high chance to crit for 5 turns. So you don't have to give this guy crit at all. Do not give this guy crit. He does not need it. Attacking defense 200% at the start of turn. Good. Gain an additional attack plus 100% when attacking. Great. 70% chance to dodge. Fantastic. Perform an additional attack that's a great chance to become a super attack during the turn in which this character has evaded. So again, this is a slot 1 character that is going to want to dodge. And then he gets 10% defense for each attack evaded, a max of 50%. That is very, very good. Very solid base. I think you're going to probably want to stay in this form for a little bit just to stack up his defense, because he does not do that when he transforms. He has the exact same transformation condition as Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so you don't really have to worry about anything different there. His links: Brutal Beatdown, Berserker, Big Bad Bosses, Revival, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Fierce Battle. I do not like that link set pretty much at all. He does have some things: Big Bad Bosses, Nightmare, Fierce Battle, Fear and Faith, right? That are going to work really well. Brutal Beatdown is on a couple characters, but Berserker and Revival are really bad links, and I just don't like seeing them. So whenever we do get Berserker characters and Revival characters, I'm pretty much considering them like not real links. Like Revival is like kind of a link, but not really. Like, who has Revival on this team? I think he has it. Yeah, Revival. It's a good link, but like, look at this. Look at this link, right? It's not that helpful, all things considered. And then you have, what was the other one? Berserker. That's like the Broly link that is literally awful. Like, look at this. Oh boy, 30% attack when HP is 50% or less, and you're activating it with who exactly? Like, what is this? It's not worth it. Sure, there's some movie boss characters that are on there that you can make some use out of, but on the actual 200% lead, it's not great. All right. And then when you get into the complete Hirudegarn, the super attack now is giving you 50% attack for one turn, which is solid. Key +3, attacking limits 250% at the start of turn, very good. Gain an additional attack plus 150% when attacking, again, good. Gain an additional attacking limits 100% and high chance to crit as the first attacker in a turn, solid. Perform an additional attack that's a great chance of becoming a super attack, nice. Great chance to evade enemy attacks, so again, he still has 70% chance to dodge. He gets an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack in the turn that he dodged, which is, again, slot 1, a slot 1 mechanic, or if you were to dodge an AoE, that would proc as well. He gains an additional 10% chance to dodge enemy attacks and perform a critical hit for every attack evaded during the turn. He already has 70% chance to dodge, so if you dodge 3 attacks, you basically have a 100% chance to dodge. And then, this last line is, I think, what is crazy about this character that might make him the best TUR in the game. Every time 3 attacks are evaded, this character will evade all attacks on the character's next attacking turn. If this loops itself, this guy's broken. Because the way Goresh translated this, which again, thank you Goresh for translating. You're the GOAT. He's, a little pookie wookie. If this loops, you transform into him, right? And then I guess technically the defense you stack doesn't even matter, right? Because he has 70% chance to dodge, right? So he dodges once. This is the first turn, right? He dodges once. Cool. Now he has 80% chance to dodge. He dodges again, 90%. He dodges the third time, he has 100% chance to dodge for that turn. And then the next turn he comes back, he has 100% chance to dodge. And as long as you put him in the way of 3 attacks, he should then have 100% chance to dodge on the next turn. And then on the next turn. And on the next turn. And on the next turn. And how often these bosses are attacking right now, he's invincible. While being able to do gross amounts of damage with how much stats he has down here. It's kind of crazy. So I don't know if you even want to give this guy a dodge build. Like, he already has crit, he already has additional. I would say probably just give him a little bit more additional, give him some more, like, he doesn't really need more crit. He has 50% chance of crit. So I would say probably balance it out between dodge and additional. That way you can get that first initial dodge in and you start, like, spiking. For context, this is very similar to a character, who has it? The additional dodge per thing. I think it's STR Janemba is who has that. Where is he at? STR Janemba. Yeah. But his starts with a medium chance, right? The second he gets that first dodge in, he starts dodging like crazy, right? This guy, like, new Hirudegarn is just better version of this Janemba, right? The second you get that first dodge in, this guy's invincible. He's just invincible. You just win. But I think it's kind of ridiculous. And then you have 2 of them. So definitely a good team, right? A good unit, right? I think he's going to be incredibly strong. My only issue is with his, like, actual 200% lead, which I just don't think is very good. But he has some sauce in there that I think is really funny. Really, really funny. So we're going to have to wait and see how good this guy is in game, especially if this final line loops. If it loops on itself, he's by far the best TUR in the game. He might even have contention for the best overall unit in the game, which is kind of hilarious. So, again, we'll just have to wait and see. I think he's really, really strong. Let me know what you guys feel about both Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Hirudegarn in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hirudegarn's crazy. See ya.